PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 29.
I was raised by wolves, which actually means I have a lesbian mom. And that's a phrase I just learned recently, actually. But it was a funny thing. Like I grew up in a really small house in Bothell, Washington, during my adolescent and teenage years, with two middle-aged lesbians who never once got their period at the same time. So I only ever had about a week and a half per month when I didn't have someone screaming from the other room,
"I can hear you peeing standing up! Sit down!"
I'm almost a man. Gonna pee sitting down. Yeah, it's weird. The like straight guy fetish for lesbians misses its mark with me because, first of all, my mom, yuck, and the other thing is, lesbians don't look like stripper versions of Barbies like all you straight dudes think. All right, I mean I'm a straight dude, but I'm in the know. You know, I'm family. I was raised by wolves. Real lesbians look like Norm from Cheers. Or Eric Estrada, you know what I mean? Sometimes Norm and Ponch are a couple. That's not sexy if anyone wants to fucking watch. Come on. Boner shrinker.
I'm from a small island in the Pacific called Saipan, and it's okay if you don't know where that is, that's fine. But when I tell some people where I'm from, they like to teach me about America. And this one woman, when I first moved here, she decided to teach me about ice cream. She went through all the ingredients. She said there's cream, there's sugar, there's ice, and I had to tell her, I'm from a place where ice cream had already been invented. Like, I'm a traveler. I'm not a time traveler. Like, what is this frozen concoction, white devil?
Do you guys do P90X? Does anybody know what P90X is? That's this extreme workout video. And you see these infomercials for it all the time, and they're always the same. It's like a lot of other workout videos where they show the before and after photos. So they show Fat Kevin, like, oh Christ, look at this Fat Kevin, this disgusting tub of shit. And then they show him 90 days later, and he's ripped Kevin. You're like, holy God, what happened to Rip? Look, I gotta get that P90X. It could be turned into ripped Kevin, you know? But then, you'll notice they only show before and after photos. They never show before and after video interviews. Because if they did, then you'd see not only how ripped Kevin got, but how shitty his personality has become in the 90 days. Nobody wants to hang out with ripped Kevin. Ripped Kevin is the worst. You could have a beer with Fat Kevin. Fat Kevin was great. Fat Kevin wanted to see all 32 major league ballparks. He was awesome. Ripped Kevin sucks, man. Ripped Kevin, he's way too into the UFC. He won't help you move. He's working out all the time. You're like, moving kind of is like working out. He's like, it's a leg day. Fuck Ripped Kevin. Fat Kevin had a cool girlfriend. Everybody liked Fat Kevin's girlfriend. Ripped Kevin has something he calls a slam pig. I don't even know what that is. Fat Kevin was a volunteer firefighter in his spare time. Ripped Kevin fights volunteers and then lights them on fire, which is like the opposite.
I'm also a TV rager. Anybody else yell back at the TV? Yeah, there's some shows I'm not allowed to watch. Like Fox News, but I was sneaking some in, flipping channels the other day. And I'm a gay guy, so this woman really offended me. She was on the TV, they were interviewing her, and she said, well, my problem with gay marriage is, and I just want to point out that I'm not doing her Southern because I think Southern people are stupid. This particular woman was just Southern and stupid. She says, my problem with gay marriage is, how am I supposed to explain it to my children? And I'm thinking, how'd you explain to them you were straight? How did you explain to them that that's not their real daddy? How'd you explain to them that big old butt you have in the front? You fucking didn't, all right? Because they'll figure it out. There's things in life we figure out, right? Like one day they'll just figure out, that's not a butt, mommy's just bad. Yeah. And they'll figure out that's not their daddy when you get them the next one with the new trailer. And listen, they'll figure out the gay marriage thing, because that guy Jimmy, he hasn't just been Uncle Bobby's roommate for the last 5 years. They'll fucking figure it out, people.
Next on this list, I have written down crowd work. What do you do for a living?
Me?
Yeah.
I work at a pastry shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I have a job?
My favorite show of all time is filmed in New York, you guys. I love the show Law & Order. Have you guys, it's the greatest show of all time. I love Law & Order, you know what I mean? I love it, right? Because I love Law & Order because there's no words to the theme song. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you watch it, you don't know what's going on. You know? It's not like the Jeffersons. It's pretty clear what's happening there, right? They're moving on up to the east side. In a deluxe apartment in the sky. Cut series. You have to watch that shit, right? Law & Order, it's completely different, you guys. You don't know what's going on. What if there was some words to the theme song, though? What if I got to be the guy to write the words? You know what I'm saying? Probably go like this. Bum bum, this is Law and Order. Bum bum, someone's probably gonna get raped, then killed. Not specifically in that order. Bum bum, Angie Harmon is fucking hot. Bum bum, is Ice-T gonna have to cap a bitch? And I love every single episode you watch, right? Because every single episode's basically the same, no matter what episode you're watching, right? 5 minutes in, cutscene, the detectives are in the room, right? The body's gone. Bullets left there, you got the chalk line, right? And I love the chalk line, because it always looks like the guy died doing like the fucking long jump or something like that. He's just like, I'm going for it, gold.
I've gotten into the bad habit of when I'm doing laundry, I bring my laundry down and I load it all up into the machine. And then just for safe measure, I just, the clothes that I'm wearing, those go in there as well. And I just do the quick naked walk from the laundry machine to my room. Problem is, my laundromat's like 6 blocks away.
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Tom Bridgman, Mona Conception, Andrew Slater, Rick Taylor, Barbara Holm, Anthony Calderon, and Landon Whitbread. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Rachel Tensions.